Hello and welcome to Send Yes Leicester. Complaining to the Department for Education, DfE. Why you might complain to the DfE. Potential remedies. What to do if your child attends an independent school. How to complain to the DfE. And next steps. If you have already followed the school or college's formal complaints procedure, or if there are reasons why you cannot use that procedure, the next step is to forward the complaint to the Department for Education or DfE if you are complaining about a maintained school, or the Education and Skills Funding Agency ESFA, an executive agency of the Department for Education if you are complaining about an academy, a free school, a college or an apprenticeship provider. If you are complaining about an independent school or college, we have more on this later. Your complaint should set out the facts and explain why the school or college's formal complaint procedure failed to resolve matters. You should explain why the school or college's actions are unreasonable or unlawful. You should also provide evidence, including copies of any letters or emails which show what has happened. It may be helpful to send a copy of the letter to a local counsellor and ask them to take the matter up directly with the council. Remedies. The Department for Education has considerable powers to direct schools and local authorities to take action. Department officials may put pressure on a school or local authority or issue guidance where it believes the law or good practice is being ignored. However, the Department for Education keeps no records of the outcomes of complaints it receives, so it is hard to know how effective this course of action is. Our understanding is that the Secretary of State rarely uses his or her powers, and if there is no remedy, for example because the child has left the school concerned, the Department for Education is unlikely to take up the complaint. If the complaint is about an academy, the ESFA cannot change an academy's decision. It will instead look at whether the academy considers your complaint properly by following a procedure that is in line with legal requirements. If the ESFA agrees that the academy did not deal with your complaint properly, it may ask the academy to reconsider the complaint from an appropriate stage, or ask the academy to change its complaints procedure so that it complies with legal requirements. Complaining about an independent school. The Department for Education can't investigate individual complaints about private schools, but it has certain powers as a regulator if the school is not meeting standards set by the Department for Education for education, pupil welfare and health and safety, school premises, staff suitability, making information available to parents, and spiritual, moral, social or cultural developments of students. The DfE will consider any reports of a major failure to meet the standards. It can arrange an emergency inspection to look at pupil welfare and health and safety and make sure that serious failings are dealt with. The DfE can also ask the school inspectorates to take minor complaints into account when the school is next inspected. How to make the complaint. Complaints to the DfE or the ESFA about schools, including academies or sixth form colleges, are made using the online form which you can find in the description below. For complaints about a further education college, an adult learning organisation or an apprenticeship provider, you should contact the ESFA by using the link in the description below. Next steps. If your complaint to the DfE does not resolve matters, you could complain to Ofsted. Note that Ofsted does not consider complaints about further education settings. If complaining to Ofsted is not appropriate, for example because the matter is serious and urgent, you may need to consider judicial review. You can watch our video on judicial review by finding the link in the description below. Email us on info@sendiasleicester.org.uk. Call us on 0116 482 0870. Contact us on Facebook, which is Sendias Leicester, and you can also tweet us @SendiasL.